Listen, Americans are subscribing to everything these days, from TV shows to even toothbrushes. And businesses have built a $1.5 trillion industry around these monthly charges. But all this convenience, it comes at a cost, because those small recurring fees could be quietly draining your wallet. So today we're going to be breaking down the subscription economy, and we're going to be looking at why it's making you poorer, but actually how you can flip the script and profit from it. So to understand the subscription economy, let's start with how we got here. You see, subscriptions, they're not new. Gyms, magazines, they've charged monthly fees for decades, but technology supercharged the model. I mean, think about Netflix versus Blockbuster. You see, back in the day, you paid Blockbuster for each individual movie that you got, plus the dreaded late fees for returning it late. And then Netflix came along with a simple monthly fee for unlimited DVDs by mail. Customers at the time, they loved it, and Blockbusters simply couldn't compete. So the subscription model won. Fast forward, Netflix's streaming service now reaches over 260 million subscribers globally. And it's not just entertainment. You see, almost every single company is trying to subscriptionize their business because of the solid, predictable cash flow that it brings. In fact, over the past 9 years, the subscription economy grew 435%, on track for $1.5 trillion in 2025. Even software giants like Adobe switched from selling CDs to monthly cloud subscriptions, and it paid off big because Adobe's yearly revenues from subscriptions, well, they shot up big. We're talking about jumping from $1.2 billion in 2013 to $18.3 billion in 2023. Man, it's no wonder why investors love these businesses so much. One index shows that subscriptionized companies, well, they grew nearly 5 times faster than the S&P 500 over the last decade. Now, the appeal there is clear. Recurring revenue is like financial gold for a company. And here's where it gets really interesting and kind of a bit scary. You see, all those little subscriptions many of us collect, well, they turn into a financial black hole. You can sign up for a few $10 or $20 a month services thinking, hey, this is no big deal. But the average American now spends over $273 per month on subscriptions. Now, annualized, that's over $3,000 a year. Poof, just gone out of your bank account. And most people, well, they never even realize it. You see, one study found that 89% of consumers underestimate how much they shell out for subscriptions. And 2/3 of people were off by more than $200 every single month in their guesses. So it's easy to see why subscriptions are kind of like set it and forget it. Companies love this. They design their services to be super easy to sign up for, but make cancellation kind of a big pain. And after that trial ends that you signed up for, well, you won't be bothered to even go hunt down the cancel button. I mean, as Warren Buffett would say, price is what you pay, value is what you get. If you're paying for every month but hardly using something, you're getting zero value. It's a terrible deal for you. Still, many of us, including myself, have been there before. Maybe you subscribe to 5 streaming platforms, but only really watch 1 or 2. Or you forget about that meal kit subscription that you had until the boxes start to pile up. In fact, 42% of people admit that they've forgotten about at least one subscription that they're still currently paying for. And around 30% of monthly subscriptions are completely unused. Basically, it's just dead weight on your budget, and companies count on this inertia. The genius of the subscription model is that it bypasses our decision-making after the first sign up. You don't actively think each month, do I really want to spend $15? It literally just quietly charges your card when you're not looking. And I mean, look at gyms. It's the classic example. Gyms actually bank on you not using your membership because, according to an NPR report, many gyms are deliberately marketing to folks who aren't fitness diehards, betting that most of them are just going to stay home anyways. But it works because the average Planet Fitness gym, it has 6,500 members, yet only space for about 300 people at a time. It's built into the model. They know that a majority of the people will never show up, and it's no wonder why a whopping 67% of paid gym memberships go unused entirely. All that unused membership money, it starts to add up. Americans waste an estimated $397 million per year on gym memberships alone that they never use. And that's just one type of subscription. Think about all the other payments that are slipping out of your bank account for stuff that you barely ever touch. And this is where it becomes death by 1,000 cuts. $10 here, $20 there. Next thing you know, we're asking, where the hell did all my money go? The subscription economy is so good at separating us from our cash that it's a silent budget killer for so many people. So the question then becomes, how do we turn this around? And the good news is you can actually fight back and even profit from the subscription trend with a few savvy moves. First, you want to plug the leaks in your own budget. Do what I call a subscription audit. I mean, go through your bank statements, credit cards, and list every subscription membership that you have. One quick hack for this is you can go on to your credit credit card company, download your transaction history, upload it into ChatGPT, and ask it where your monthly subscriptions are. It's going to show you everything, and it's going to make it super clear for what you can cut. Now, you want to be ruthless. You want to cancel the ones that aren't worth it for you. And research shows that many households could save just hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year just by cutting a few of those subscriptions that don't provide any real value. I guarantee if you do that exercise, you are going to identify stuff that you had no idea that you were paying for. Because I know it happened to me. And there was even a case where I was double paying for Spotify and I never realized it. Signed up for a free trial on one account, never canceled it. Signed up for a free trial on another account, never canceled it. Boom, I was paying for 2 full Spotify subscriptions. Just crazy. Now imagine freeing up an extra $500 or $1,000 a year. Instead of just burning it on unused apps and streaming fees, you could pay down debt, invest it, or actually build your wealth using money like that. And I guarantee that for most of you, it would amount to a lot more money than just $1,000 a year. Now, there's also smart ways that you can keep subscriptions, but also pay less. For streaming services, I do the rotation method where you subscribe to Netflix for a couple months, get your values out, then you cancel it and switch to, say, Disney Plus, catch up to date with everything going on there, and then cancel that, switch to HBO, rather than paying for them all at once. Binge what you want on one platform, then rotate, and you'll get all your shows, but at a fraction of the cost. Now, another tip, share family plans when applicable. You know, it's kind of a tough thing to do when they're trying to limit like IP addresses and things like that, but I will say there are workarounds and it still does work out there, but don't quote me on that. Now, beyond just saving money, let's talk about how you can actually make money by being on the right side of the subscription economy. You see, if you're an investor or you aspire to be one, pay attention to companies with strong subscription-based models. Why? Well, because first off, those predictable revenues that we talked about make businesses more stable and often more profitable over time. Investors love visibility into earnings. I mean, remember how Adobe stock soared after they went to a subscription-based model, or how Microsoft transitioned Office into a subscription Microsoft 365 and saw revenues just absolutely jump. These are moves that often lead to higher valuations because, well, Wall Street adores the steady cash that they promise. In fact, companies with subscription models, well, they've become investors' darlings in many cases, growing faster than most of the peers and even the S&P 500 when looking at the right companies. I mean, when analyzing stocks, I always look for the quality of companies' revenue. One metric that you look at is ARR, annual recurring revenue. Higher ARR from loyal subscribers can signal a resilient business. Now, of course, you're going to have to evaluate the company's fundamentals, management, and a lot more that goes into it, but a solid subscription base can be a huge plus for you. It's no guarantee of stock successes. I mean, I think back to Peloton about that one, but done right, it can indicate a more predictable and scalable business. And even outside of stocks, maybe you have an entrepreneurial streak like myself. The lesson from the subscription boom is that people will pay for the convenience and consistent value that you could provide. So could you create a product or a service that has a subscription element to it? Might be as simple as a monthly coaching call, a curated subscription box, or a membership only newsletter. The idea is that you want to swap roles. Instead of being somebody who falls victim to these bills every single month, you could be the one that's actually receiving these payments. Now, I say that, but I actually don't have anything that is a subscription recurring model that I've built out myself, but it's something that in the future, like, I'm keen to potentially try to get into. The key there, though, is that you actually want to deliver value, or you're going to churn and lose customers fast and destroy your reputation. Now, the big takeaway is this. You see, subscriptions, they can quietly drain your wallet, or you can flip it to your advantage. You can start by identifying different companies that are outperforming the market. You can invest in them. You can flip the script. You can create products that are really going to help you out. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is auditing what you have in terms of subscriptions and trying to cut back. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, first off, please leave a like. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Then go check out this video right here. It is taking my consumeristic spending. I am literally investing every single dollar that I spend on non-necessities. This is kicking off the challenge here. Go check that out. You'll love that video. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and have a great day.